3, 2, 1. Welcome back here on the program here on Sports Radio 810 WHB as we talk a little football here from Radio Row.
Football.
Super Bowl 48. Our coverage brought to you by the Low T Center, Sprint, Bob Allen Ford, Amini's Galleria, Bud Light, and Twin Peaks. Man who knows something about the Super Bowl.
A little bit, just a little bit, man. Just a little.
A little more than some.
Yeah,
two
a little
Super
more
Bowls.
than the average bear.
Yeah, Terrell Davis joins us here in the program, of course, part of the NBC Sports Radio Network, which you hear on our sister station right here on 1510. Mr. Davis, sir, how are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Not bad.
Are you're excited about me? This is nice. It's indoors. This is what's nice about this.
As opposed to you talking about the zoo on Tuesday.
Oh wow,
you're talking about what's outside, just how cold the weather has been here in New York.
I mean, it's not that bad. It is chilly, but it's not too bad. As long as it doesn't like rain and have sleet and snow, it's not too bad. I like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you
Good
can
week.
have it. You can have it because it's a little too cold for me. But look, we've had brutal weather in KC. You've lived in brutal cold weather in Denver. So you just put the coat on and you deal with it. There's no sense complaining about it. Will it affect the game, though?
Yeah, there are people fussing about this game. No, it won't affect the game. You got two teams who are cold weather teams. They both practice outdoors. They play in the cold. Again, if the game was forecast to be like if it was slippery, wet, I mean, if it's just a downpour, those conditions to me are a little bit more unpredictable than just cold. If it's just cold, both teams play in the cold, and so I don't think that will be an issue. People make the issue with Peyton Manning and how he can't play in cold temperatures, but I think these guys will be fine.
Is the running game not getting enough credit for what the Denver Broncos do? I mean, with all the fancy passing yards and all the records that they set this year. I mean, Noshawn Moreno had a heck of a season on the ground. Noshawn Moreno, and maybe not even the running game, maybe just the running back position, because if he's not picking up blitzes, Peyton likes to send everybody out to catch the ball. Somebody comes, that running back better pick up the blitz. Is Noshawn Moreno maybe, he's getting a lot of press because he has big tears, okay? but not getting enough press maybe for what he's –
I thought that was fake.
Didn't you think it was?
Yeah,
it looked like it.
It's crazy.
But is he not getting enough credit for what he does in this offense?
No, he doesn't. And I think if you remember back to the beginning of the season, Ronnie Hillman was actually the starter. And so Ronnie got benched, and for a number of reasons, I think, obviously blitz pickup, and part of it, too, was he fumbled the ball a couple of times. But Noshawn, as of last year, halfway through the season last year, somehow he had to look at himself because he wasn't dressing some games. They had deactivated him a few games. And then at the end of that year, he started to play well. And then that carried over to this year, and he has really stepped his game up. He's a reliable back. He can do everything, and that's what they like about him. He's going to pick up the blitz. He's going to catch the ball out of the backfield, and now he's going to give you that tough running that they need. And for him, I think the critical runs are going to be the early down runs. If they decide to run the ball on first down, need 3 yards. I need 3 yards, and that's what he's going to give them, the 3 yards. And then I think the other crucial aspect is going to be inside the 5-yard line, or maybe about the 5 is where you've got to be able to control the line of scrimmage. You can't keep putting that ball in the air while you're down in that part of the field. If they can get Noshawn, and maybe even Monty Ball as well to contribute in that running game, they'll be fine.
Yeah, it's funny because fantasy football geeks will tell you that Noshawn was about third on their list of Denver running backs. Maybe Monty Ball because the rookie, a new guy.
Oh, at the beginning of the season?
At the beginning of the season.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too.
And he ends up being the guy this year for Denver. But it does speak to the depth they've got. And Monty Ball's playing a little bit bigger role here and giving him a little bit more of a punch in that ground game, the 1-2 punch between the two. How do you stop the Denver Broncos? What do you think the key is to stopping that offense?
I mean, I think everything we speak is theory,
right?
Because we've spoken theory all year long about how do you stop Denver, how do you stop now, how do you score against Seattle's defense, and it's all just theory. You can say number one, as I talked about, to stop Denver, you have to put them in situations they're not comfortable, and that is third downs. You beat them up on first and second down. Win those early downs and make Peyton Manning beat you on third down.
Is it because they're very very much a short passing team?
They are a sort of last game they had those drives, right? They had those long sustained drives. They weren't throwing the ball down the field a whole lot. Now they will take their chances, but they're a very on schedule offense. They like to be in rhythm. And if they're in rhythm and they get 3rd and 4, 3rd and 2, they have options now. I mean, how do you stop 3rd and 2 against Peyton Manning and 4 wide set with a back who can run for 3rd down?
Is that the dirty little secret for the Broncos? Manning's arms kind of it's below average. I mean, it's his smarts and his. I don't mean that as an insult, but you get old, you don't do things like you used to do. I mean, it can't be as strong as it used to be. Can it?
But I think people sort of confuse that they don't throw downfield that they can't. He can.
Well, it's a lollipop. It's got a nice wobble on it.
Well, he's thrown some, but he's also thrown some tight ones too. I mean, because he can anticipate so well, they've hit some long balls. But listen, I think what he does the best, and what I love about, he's not going to force anything. He doesn't go up there and says, "Hey, listen, I see Richard Sherman and Demaryius Thomas. I like Demaryius because I know what he can do," and disregard who's guarding him. He knows who that guy is. He's going to say, I'm going to look for the next best matchup. And then after that, he's going to look for the next best matchup. He's not going to stick with 1 or 2. He's going to find a guy. Let's say you put your nickel guy in. I might want to target him. Where is he going?
Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
And then if he happens to see that there's an opportunity to go deep, he's going to take it.
NBC Sports Radio Network is where Terrell Davis, one of many places he's plying his trade. You can hear his great insights into the game of football. You're also one of a handful of backs that have rushed for 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson just did it, but is that a club that's going to go away the way they're putting the ball in the air? That Peterson might be the last one of you guys to get 2,000?
Are they going to add 2 more games?
I don't think so. I don't think that one's going to fly. The players, you were part of the Players Association. Why would they ever okay that?
Well, they said the same thing when they have 14 games. Now they have 16. Listen, this game is evolving, and at some point, if the owners figure out that they can make more money by adding 2 more games, they will get 2 games. So
the players will concede.
Let's say you increase the salary cap, right?
Okay.
So there's going to be some concessions. Salary cap, rosters may have to increase from 53 to 60-man roster. I would imagine there could be some concessions on that. Now your contracts might have to get a lift, whatever it might be. But if the owners figure out that they can make more money doing it, then 18 games might be it. Maybe you lessen the preseason to 2 games.
Right.
18 games in the regular season. They're already going to add 2 more teams to the postseason.
I could see that's what I see is them getting to 4 more teams, 2 now and 2 more soon after that.
No.
Everybody play because that's where the real money is in the playoff games.
I hear you. And possibly, but I think if you go to 2 more teams, the beauty of it is only the number 1 seed gets to bye.
Right.
And that's only right. That's only fair.
Right.
The second seed shouldn't get a bye.
Yeah, I know. Hey, but it hasn't proven to be that big of an advantage overall. Now this year we've got 2 1s in, first time since the Saints and Colts. And that was the first one since, God, I don't even remember.
Since 2000, yeah.
Were you guys?
We weren't a number
Denver,
1.
Atlanta? No, Atlanta was a 2.
Atlanta, they beat.
You were a 1, I think they
Minnesota.
were a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your first one, you weren't.
No, we were not.
Yeah,
we were a 4th seed. As a matter of fact, we were a 4th seed. Remember?
Yeah, who was the 1 seed in '97? I can't remember.
They had Pittsburgh was.
No.
It was.
No. Keep guessing.
It was Pittsburgh.
Sports Radio 810 WHB, Kansas City.
Was it Kansas City?
It was Kansas City.
You guys were the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't have played.
13-3. You were
wouldn't have played
12-4.
us then.
You were the wild card, right? The wild card winner.
But how would you play us in the second round?
Because you were who'd you beat in your first game?
We beat Jacksonville at home.
Boy, maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I thought so.
Well, who was in who? Oh, I don't even know.
It doesn't matter. It sucks to be us. That's the bottom line. It sucked to be us. That's the reality of the situation. We're talking to Terrell Davis. I know you got a lot of people to talk to. Let me give you my final 4 quickies. First of all, why Georgia?
That's a great question. I was in California first.
I know.
Yeah, I was at Long Beach State.
Yeah. So how'd you end up with Georgia?
Program dropped, and Georgia came out. And the only other school I had was Utah State and Hawaii. So you think I'm gonna choose? Where do you think I'm going?
Well, I would have given some thought to Hawaii. I got to be honest with you.
Listen, I've been to Hawaii. I enjoy it, but I'm not going there for football.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not flying 5 hours over water to get home.
Okay.
All right. So when they said Georgia, I said I'm going there.
All right. Elway or Manning?
Elway.
And do you still experience migraines?
No.
No, so you got over that. Just
knock on, what is this?
Yeah,
plastic
Formica, something
yeah.
along those lines. I don't know. And finally, who wins the game?
I I don't give my predictions until before the game, but I'm rooting for a team, for one particular team, as you can imagine who that might be.
Yeah, but you're not going to give your prediction?
No,
right.
not until.
Well done. Well done. I'm impressed. Terrell, hey, thanks so much for the time, man. We appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Available in
Soren.